I can steal some of my daughter's beauty product and try to just make sure that it doesn't look too ugly. Yeah. After 60 years, you need to accept yourself, and it's okay. It's okay. This one is the start of this documentary because Lotte, you were quite shocked when you were little and coming here in this house and saying that. No, but it was a bit of a joke. We are three sisters, and like with siblings, there are a lot of competition, especially sisters. Who is the most brightest, the most beautiful, most boyfriends, everything, so it's a competition. And of course the best boobs, My husband did a CD version of one of the first ones, so you can look at Adelaide. She was born in Australia, but we moved when she was 6 months old, and then we stayed in France until she was 3. I think it was one of the achievements to maintain a close relationship with France and our family and friends in France. My grandparents' house in the northeast part of France, and for a number of holidays I was alone there when I was very little. It's where my only friends were the chicken, really, and so I became very, very, I had many chickens following me, because I was a mother, really.
That's where the chicken obsession began.
Yes, the chicken obsession. Yeah. 4 œufs aujourd'hui. Très bien. Merci les poules. Merci les poules. Say hello. Hello. Bonjour. It was really a wonderful spot when you are a child because you can go anywhere, and I like really much going in the woods. By somewhere I was even closer to my grandparents and to my father, because we shared the love of the nature, the animals. Baby. It was a nice in Reims, is where we were living when we had to go to school. So I hated it. I always disliked it. For me, it's just suburb, no trees. I moved out as soon as I could.
How old were you then?
Oh, don't say that to Adelaide. It's awful. What can she do would be nothing compared to me. I took my bed and I left the house.
How old?
I was 19.
19, that's
But I left, I didn't even left a note where I was going, just bye. Gone. Terrible. You have to think of that in the context of the time. When there was this French Revolution in '68 with young people like you in the streets, my mother was very religious, she was Catholic, and me, I wanted the life that Adelaide, my daughter, she currently have. Go out, find a new boyfriend, stay out all the night and do whatever I wanted. And there was a big clash. And the only way was to escape. There was no other ways. So I left. So it means they said, you will come back, we don't give you any money. I said, I could starve, I will never come back. So my mother was very, very annoyed. She thought she had failed the education of her daughters. Years later, things would have been completely different. My mother would have understood that we were not destitute girls, and we would have understood her position much better as well. She was not a dragon, and so she died 6 months after I left, and so it was terrible time.
Never got to really mend that.
No, never really. And so it was terrible time because she just thought that, was lost. And we said, okay, Adelaide, you're starting school now, you have to stop breastfeeding. And she was a big girl. She said, oh, Mom, yes, I should do that now. Anyway, your milk is disgusting. She was the one who found the cancer. Like, she had to do another mammogram 6 months later. She said, Mom, you don't need to go there anymore. You have no cancer. Because she has linked breastfeeding with cancer, she thought she had given me the cancer. And I said, no, Adelaide, you saved my life. You told me that there was something wrong in the milk. Here in Australia, there are big parts of the country which are untouched. Like you feel like really it's just original, and it gives you a very, and vast and huge, and so it gives you a very strong feeling. In France, like she wouldn't have so many opportunities, but I thought that I was determined that to give to my daughter things that I've missed out, the freedom to determine your own life and to choose for yourself what you want to do.
Well, ever since I can remember, I know I'm gonna travel everywhere, and ever since I can remember, Mum's followed that sentence by me saying, I'm gonna follow you everywhere you go.
Exactly, yeah.
If I live in France, she's gonna move back to France. If I live in South America, she's gonna move to South America. And not that I don't want that.
No, it's a little house in the garden, yeah.
As long as I make her a little granny flat at the end of the garden so she can look after the kids.
Yeah. It's a plan.